The boy tried selling clothes at the hospital gate for the first time, and surprisingly, he managed to sell clothes worth millions while doing so. But no one knew that the boy's clothes could bring someone back to life even after they had passed away. The boy actually discovered he was in the final stage of cancer, and the doctor had told him he only had 2 days left to live. However, just before his death, a peculiar system was activated in his body that could extend his life. While he was wondering if he was dreaming, the system assigned him his first task, setting up a stall at the hospital gate to sell clothes. For every piece of clothing he sold, his life would be extended by 24 hours, and people's good and bad emotions would be converted into money. His lifespan was now displayed as a countdown, so the boy gathered the courage to use an old, broken three-wheeler to set up a stall outside the hospital. The system priced the clothes at 28,188. Seeing this, he thought to himself that such expensive clothes wouldn't be bought by living people, let alone the dead. Just as he had assumed, people started cursing and mocking his stall. Even live streamers showed up outside and began trolling him incessantly. Initially, the boy was upset by the insults, but when he realized that the curses were being converted directly into money, he felt delighted and started provoking people intentionally. Meanwhile, a relative of a patient angrily confronted him and warned that if he set up the stall again, they would overturn his stall completely. The boy responded that the clothes were priced at 28,888, and if they destroyed his stall, they'd have to compensate for the damage. The relatives called him a liar and a fraud, while the crowd labeled him as a greedy merchant. But with so many people cursing him, the system instantly rewarded him 100,000. Just then, a luxury car arrived, and a company's CEO stepped out. She had come to see her grandfather one last time, and his last wish was to purchase a cloth with a crane design. Upon hearing the price, she was about to leave, but the boy told her that he was the only one selling such clothes within 100 kilometers. Reluctantly, the woman paid, and the first transaction was completed. The system immediately extended the boy's life by 24 hours. But when the CEO dressed her grandfather in the cloth, she discovered that a button was missing. Suddenly, all the crane designs on the fabric flew away, and in the next moment, the wealthy, elderly man's corpse turned into dry bones. The family members assumed the woman had intentionally performed witchcraft and began reprimanding her. Meanwhile, the system notified the boy that unless he fixed the missing button, the 24-hour bonus life he'd earned would also be withdrawn. The boy quickly found the button and gave it to the woman. Despite objections and interruptions, the woman attached the button to the fabric. As soon as the button was fixed, the elderly man suddenly came back to life. Everyone was astonished. At the same time, the system rewarded the boy with an additional bonus. The reactions of the astonished crowd earned him 300,000 income. Now people say that it's all a sham. How can fabric revive anyone? Yet, once the truth came out, they hoisted him on their shoulders and purchased all his clothing.